Let's talk about the movie Him.
Let's talk about the movie Him.
Phil, let me kick you off really fast. All right. So, you could spoil this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get spoiler-free thoughts first, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But I will spoil one thing.
Yeah.
He does not turn into a football.
Yeah, he was asking me, and I was looking forward to telling him, no, he does not turn to a football, but he just decided, I'm going to say it, because I watched the ending, and I was like, dang it.
Okay, I didn't watch the ending. I read the ending.
Oh, you read the ending.
Because I was curious. I was curious, and I knew I wasn't planning on watching it. I had to know if my theory was true. I thought we were going to get a Thunderbolt situation where I hit on some crazy theory, and he turns into a football. Personally, I think that would have made the movie a lot better. But that's just me. But Phil, I want to know what you thought about Him, because it seems like the conversation is super mixed, and everyone's kind of all over the place. I haven't seen too many people say it's good. I've seen okay to bad. Where are you at on the spectrum?
I've only seen one person say it was okay. I've seen everybody say it's bad. This, once again, if you guys haven't seen my straight out theater reaction, I encourage you guys to watch it, but I lost my train of thought. I apologize. No, I thought it was a pretty good sports horror movie. Sports. Emphasis on sports.
Yeah, we don't get any. Is that a thing? Have we ever gotten a sports horror movie? Tyler?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we've gotten a sports horror movie. Maybe some people were mentioning Devil's Advocate, but I don't think that deals with sports, and maybe that's not a horror movie, but I don't think we have gotten a sports horror movie, which was interesting to me. Like, I'm just sitting there in the theater. I'm already like, I really did not want to watch this. I don't care for this. But to be honest, Marlon Wayans and Cade, Tyriq Withers, I forgot his name, Tyriq Withers, did a very good job in this movie. They did a very good job for what they were given, especially Marlon Wayans. Like every review that I've heard has said Marlon Wayans has done super well. Like, it's just sad that he was in this movie doing it. I think to the best capability, since he's considered the GOAT in the movie, he did a very good job of displaying it. Especially a dude who has a dark twist on why he's the GOAT. And
why is that?
Well, spoiler alert, just letting you guys know. He inherited blood from past GOATs of the football sport.
Yeah, okay, let me get this right. So it's like a lineage thing? So once the GOAT dies...
Well, once he's about to retire.
Yes, they get like a successor almost, and then that person takes that. But both GOATs can't live at the same time? Or they can't play football at the same time?
I think it's only because, like, in the movie... They were hinting over and over again at, like, he's going to retire. He's not going to retire. He's going to play one more year. It's probably going to be his last time. And, you know, Tyriq Withers' character, Cade, he's hearing this. He's like, because he's a fan of the team that he plays on, the Saints. He's like, I want to play for the Saints, but I don't want to get in Isaiah's way. Isaiah White, that's Marlon Wayans' character. But what I think was a negative to me, because I think what the movie was trying to do, I think they did it. I think Justin Tipping directed it the way it was told in the trailer, the way it was shown in the trailer. I think he did a good job on that. I just think that if you are really going to commit to the football part, and you're not going to go way more into the demonic, weird, ritualistic, satanic stuff, I think you need to add way more football to it. Like, at the beginning, I was like, if he's a kid, he loves him, and you have this dad who's pushing him, making him watch Isaiah White's injuries, like, that's what it takes to be a real GOAT. I think you got to show him playing some football at high school and college, not just a workout video. Like, I think you really, like, it was too short. It was way too short. And I think if you showed a couple of those clips where he's, like, showing like his greatness, I think that would have gotten more people really into the movie, besides him just working out and throwing a football and going like, yeah, he's supposed to be the number one pick. I think that kind of ruined it for us, because if you're sports movies, I love watching sports. Like, and it showed you some clips of him practicing and really doing some hardcore stuff. But I think if you show him before that playing and doing some crazy stuff, winning a game in a nasty way, I think that would have been better.
Made it more believable that he is him.
Yeah, I think it would have.
Okay, what I'm most curious about this movie is obviously heavy in the marketing. Jordan Peele producer. This was like very heavy, like dude. They were putting Jordan Peele's name before the director's name.
That was very annoying.
So
I love Jordan Peele though.
So it's kind of like I know it's one question. One question is, do you think this like diminishes Jordan Peele's like portfolio at all? Like, do you think this is something that's gonna like affect the way people look at his movies going forward, or no?
I don't think so, because
No?
we've seen the three, Get Out, Us, and Nope, and I still think it took me a second for Nope, but I still think all three are great.
Yeah.
I think we all know those are his three movies right there. Like, it's not going to tarnish anything.
Yeah.
Like, those were three good movies.
I saw that on Twitter. I saw a conversation going around, and my whole thing was I think the differentiator is producer and director.
Yeah.
Right. It's like he didn't direct the movie.
Yeah.
He was funding the movie. He obviously like did producer things for the movie, but he didn't make the movie. He didn't direct it. He didn't like add his little things to it.
Yeah.
Who's to say whether or not he would make this movie better? But dude, even if you just look at the poster, it says from producer Jordan Peele. Where's the director's name?
Justin Tipping.
Yeah, but where is it? Is it okay? It's underneath. It's on the bottom. But like on the top, dude, they give him his own spot.
Yeah.
Like they want you to know this is a Jordan Peele movie. Everyone that told me, like, hey, you gonna watch the Jordan Peele movie? And I'm like, well, actually, it's not a new Jordan Peele movie. That's coming out next year.
But
I just think it's really unfortunate that this movie pushed for his name so hard, and I think that should have been our early signs that this wasn't going to be good. Because I think like the movie was too afraid to stand on its own.
Well, I mean, I said over and over again I wasn't excited to see this movie.
Yeah, but that was for like other reasons. That wasn't because it didn't look good.
It's not even just that. Like I already knew what this was going to be about. It was either going to be him giving into the fact that he could like sign a contract with the devil and just like gain all this like power to become the next best quarterback of all time. But like the thing that interested him, like the thing that really got me into this is a lot of the shots in the movie were amazing. Like really
Okay, so
good.
that's what I was going to ask you.
There were some really good football shots, really good like arena shots, really good like everything they were showing was good. Like I just think that it just needed to be a little bit longer, or actually it just needed to be longer. And I think there just needed to be more on Cameron Cade as a character.
Would you say the writing was kind of lacking?
Kinda, because there were still interesting conversations that they had. Like there was a scene where, I mean, obviously Isaiah White and Cameron Cade are connecting, but I think the scene that stood out to me a little bit was when, you know, when they're practicing, it's serious. Like Isaiah White's going in on him, going like, "What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you gonna let your teammates down? Are you like intense football drills?" It literally felt like that. It literally seemed like that. And I've never played football, by the way. Like I love basketball. I played basketball. That's it. But I mean, I remember how practice is. I remember how intense coaches can be, and it felt like that. But the scene where after, because there were a lot of times after those practices, they would have some real moments where they're sitting down. And it felt like a flip switched off with Isaiah White. And there were times when it felt like he was warning him, like, or like at least checking, do you really want this? Like, do you really want to like be me? And then that's why I go to the sauna scene where they actually sit down, they're chilling in the sauna and they're just talking. And he's getting to know who Cam is. Like, he loves his family. He comes from a place where he's not really like him. And he's like, you don't want to be me, man. You don't. And then he's just like, man, why? You got all these 8 rings, like you living it up, you got a beautiful wife, like why wouldn't I want to be you? He's like, there's some things I've done where you just probably don't want to like step into that ring. And I'm like, whoa, okay, that's interesting. And he's just like telling him like he's done some bad stuff. He's hinting at the coming future of like, you're gonna eventually have to make a decision. And it's not all sweet sunshine and rainbows. It's messed up. And after that point, the movie gets messed up, bro. It gets messed up. But a lot of things they show you, like in like the sports world, a lot of the like getting into professional like sports, going to the NFL, NBA. I think it showed some of that, but just in a way more intense way that was ritualistic and demonic.
How was the horror?
Horror was pretty good, like for a sports horror movie.
Was
like,
it scary?
I'd say the images were scary. Like not a lot of jump scares where it was like, but it was way more of like disturbing. And I respected that. But this is what I expected with it. That's why I'm not having a crazy bad reaction like everybody else where it's like, don't watch it, it's horrible. Like I'm not going to say it's amazing. I'm not going to say it's a movie you must watch, but I am going to say it does what it needs to do.
So if it's trying to be a sports horror movie,
yeah,
and it's not really a good sports movie, and it's not a good horror movie, then what is this movie doing that's like?
I think it's showing like, I think the big thing that it showed in the trailers is like, what are you willing to sacrifice? And it tests him over and over again on what would he sacrifice.
So do you think they do a successful job at like the commentary of like
I
like
think
working.
so.
Okay, so
I
you
think
think
they
like
do.
they nail that? It's just like it's not like strong or like unique. Like they don't do anything different. It's kind of just like
Yeah.
what it is. I saw a lot of people talking about the X-ray effect that they use in the movie. They use it too much.
The inverted colors type
yeah,
thing?
yeah, they use it too much.
It didn't bother me as much, but maybe they did use it a little bit too much.
Did it feel like a style thing and less so like a forced thing? Like was it? Do you feel like it felt forced, or do you think it was more like, oh, this is just a Tipping style? Like he likes the
I
same
think
way
it
that
was
like
a style
Zack
thing.
Snyder likes using slow mo.
Yeah.
Sometimes to his detriment.
It wasn't as much as Zack Snyder did. Shout out Rebel Moon. Man, that was unnecessary. But I think that was just a style with it.
But do you think it undermines some of the horror?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
Do you think it elevates it at all?
I think there was one scene that actually did it pretty well where he's practicing. He's doing a drill where he's got to avoid getting hit. He can't get hit from all these people, and they're coming at him. Gets hit the first time. You're like, oh, shoot. Gets hit the second time, and Isaiah White's yelling at him, you got to step it up.
Is it the shot in the trailer when they like come
Yeah.
out? Yeah.
And then it does a good job of like, because at first I thought it was him who fell on the ground. But really it was him. It was him. I'm just playing. It was him hitting a player because he went up to that level. And it instantly goes from like that maroon, like normal like shot to inverted right when they hit. And I was like, oh. Because at first you just see the helmet and you don't know who it is on the left or the right. The left or the right. But I thought that was pretty cool on doing that because it switched it and you're wondering, oh shoot, did he get messed up? But he's the one yelling at him going like, yeah, I got you. And I was like, oh. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of liked it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm honestly curious. It's unfortunate because I think like this movie would have been like we talked about, like they haven't done a sports horror movie ever.
Yeah.
Not one that we can name off the dome right now, at least. And I think if this movie hit, this movie could have been in a really unique spot where it's like, oh, this movie's doing something that like no movie's ever tried to do before. And it's unfortunate that it didn't hit.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that they like, honestly, what turned me off of the movie, so I told you I wasn't going to watch this movie at all. Like, I had no interest in it. That it looked cool, but like I was just like, I'm good. I think I saw the trailer, though, too many times, and I'm just like, all right, dude, like, holy crap. I need this movie just out so I can stop seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
And honestly, again, it's unfortunate. I think we never like having this kind of discussion where we're like, a movie's not that good. But it just kind of sucks that this movie has like so much style. Like it looks like you said it, like it looks like it has a lot of style.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It has some really good cinematography to it.
Yeah, and it just isn't good, and that'll always be unfortunate. Phil, anything else you want to say on him before we close?
I just want to say, like, if you all like expected more with it, like, remember, it's a sports horror movie. Like, I don't know how much more they could have dove into it.
I don't know. I disagree. I think a movie tackling the like dangers of football is something that isn't done in a movie. Like that's not talked about enough. So I think this movie had potential to like really say something and do something that could have like had an impact.
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of movies talk about concussion.
Yeah, but like to this degree where it's like that's what the movie's about. The movie is about like the destructive nature of playing football.
Well, I don't think it was mainly about the destructive nature of playing football. I think it's just about like sports in general, like going to that next level and what you are willing to sacrifice to get there. I think that was,
and that usually results in self-harm.
Well, not even just self-harm, just like whether it's family, whether it's like injecting yourself with some drugs, and even like not checking what those drugs are filled with. Like I think there's something interesting there that you could have like tackled. Oh yeah,
that like could have been great. You know, like I think to say like it's just this, like I think that's like something that's like literally could have been like a classic. Like, oh, we should talk about him more often. You know, but it sucks that like they just didn't hit that. You know,
maybe Jordan Peele should have directed it.
Yeah, this movie wasn't him. That's all I'm saying. Maybe this movie should have taken some of that goat blood. That's all I'm saying.
It should have. You know the funniest thing though, it was supposed to be called Goat, but then Stephen Curry's movie got the
got Goat, yeah, which I'm really excited for. That movie looks great.
You see that?
Yeah,
it's excited for him, but you excited for Goat. That's the sad thing about it. I feel like more people are gonna watch Goat.
Probably. I mean, it's a kids movie. I'd hope.